Hello ladies, this is Stacy with Stacy's Crafty Jam, and I am so excited to come to you today with this project that I've been working on with Line.Arrow. I was again last month, if you follow my videos, you saw that I worked with the Flower Reflections digital kit, and I made a loaded paper bag. This month I chose to work with Vintage Steampunk. It's called kit number 3, but it's with Line.Arrow. Guys, I cannot thank Nathalie enough for this opportunity. I am pushed the last few months creatively. I pushed myself creatively to do things that I never thought I would be able to do. When I first started junk journaling a year ago, I thought, yeah, I'll make a journal. Guys, I'm going to tell you what. Not only have I done that this time, but even last month too. But this time, oh my gosh, I can't wait to show y'all. But this kit is her kits, her digitals. She is a tremendously talented designer, and her kits are her designs are fabulous. I'm going to do a quick flip through just so you can see just what all I worked with. I tore off the white spaces on some of these pages. This is one of the pages. This is another one. This was one of my favorites. I love the browns and the teals and the blues. This was another one with the deep red rose and the whole steampunk thing. You know, I'm more of, my jam is vintage, shabby, floral, you know, kind of thing. Look at this little girl, isn't she sweet? And this is a great journal page. I love this page. I used this a lot, you'll see. Oh, I don't even know what I was saying. But anyway, this is another one of that journal page. This page is fun too, with the numbers. I love those pretty numbers and the steampunk. But steampunk is something I've never worked with, and I thought when I saw this kit and I saw how gorgeous it is, I love the vintage photos and the vintage elements, but more than that, the feminine touch to her design on this steampunk is amazing, and it really attracted me. This is what vellum looks like printed on that's this page, and I printed in vellum. This is another fun page. Love that man there with his little eyeball thingy. I don't know what that is, but you know, it's cool. But this whole steampunk thing is fun. I mean, I'm talking fun. This is another great page with this burlap background and the florals. And look at those ladies. They are amazing. The images are great. Here's another vellum page. This is this page printed on vellum. Then her kits always come with good pockets, lots of pockets that you can, you can use. Here's a bigger pocket. Look at that one with that floral. Oh my goodness! It is what really, drove me, to do this kit. To work with this was the whole floral and the feminine look to it. These cute cards that goes along with it. These postcards are, they're breathtaking. They are just gorgeous. And then she always includes a good ephemera. The postcards, the little, usually like little cards, postcards, tags. This one had the tabs for your pages, your ovals. That little girl with the dog is cute. And then here's a smaller section of that page, but then some frames, some more ephemera, then always tags. This is like your smaller tags. I love this size of tags, and they're great for layering or just however you want to do them. And then these larger tags that you can cut apart, which I did, or you can fold together and form a like a trifold pocket. And that is the kit, guys. There will be a link, of course, in the description, for you guys to go check out her her shop on Etsy and see what she has available. I'm telling you, there's some gorgeous stuff. There also is an amazing, tremendous discount available, and that'll be in the description too. She's given a 40% discount. I think it's called LDA Design Team 40, I think, but it's in the description. Use that code and get 40% off. Take this opportunity. But guys, here is my journal. I cannot be more proud. I mean, I feel like this is my baby. I have never made, I've made a one signature paper bag journal. This is the back. I used burlap. This is, of course, her one of her pages and her designs just really speak to me and just bring out the best in me and creatively. Used burlap all the way around on this page. I stamped on one of the pages some text stamp. Used I put a video that y'all may or may not have seen showing how I used this vintage antique zipper, and it's this was my grandmommy's zipper. I inherited some of her stuff, and I thought, oh my gosh, she's looking down in heaven going, what are you doing with that zipper? But I put it on a journal, grandmommy, and then I layered, collaged some gears on here, used some keys. I painted some of the keys, a nice teal blue to make that pop on there. And I really like the way this turned out. I had another idea when I very first, I was envisioning how I would do this journal, not knowing steampunk and working with that before. But this came to me last week, and I made it happen, and I'm too happy about it. I'm calling this journal Imagine. I don't know that I'm going to name all my journals. We'll just see about that. But that's I thought that went with it. I put a sari silk ribbon closure because this thing, without being closed, when you say, I've heard the term gator mouth before. I'm going to show y'all. Let me open this. And when I let go, watch what happens. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. Look at that. This turned out to be, but her kit is so big, guys, that I just had to do this. Look at this. I am just too proud of this. A 3 signature journal. I used a honeygram box, and that's what I used to make this journal with. And this will be my first real junk journal, guys. And I did a flap here, put a little clock on there. Here's my little flap part, and put a little lace pocket on this little flippy flap thing, and then put some tags in here. This is a tag I got from a Happy Mail. This is one of those tags, the large tags that I just embellished and used some of her ephemera and some other stuff that I had, and I just stuck something else that kind of fit the theme in there, and just filled that pocket up. And that's what I did on the little flip-flap part. And so anyway, that's the very first page. And then we open it up, and I'm gonna have to hold this down because I'm telling you, it wants to pop up on me. I don't know. I've not made a junk journal like this before, so y'all tell me in the comments if I've done something wrong. if it's supposed to be like this. I don't know. It's awful. It's awful. Got a mind of its own. It sure does. But I used the larger tag or pocket that she had in the kit, and I just made it a tuck spot, and put some ephemera. This fit with the theme, and then embellished one of those larger tags that she had. I cut apart and backed that. Put a little topper, little collage on there, and I coffee dyed some library cards, and I was going to embellish those, but honestly, I just didn't take the time. I made a little hidden paper clip there. This is one of the little cards that I backed with some book page, and a coffee dyed a flash card. Put that there. Of course, you know, the lace trim on the back side of this hidden paper clip. I got tons of swap Happy Mail stuff, and this is from Diane. Look, has her name on it. I'm glad she did that. And then this is one of the postcards that I backed with one of her pages, and tucked that in the little paper clip. Put the lace here on this gorgeous page, and then I made a little scrappy notebook and glued that down there. I coffee dyed a map, and then I made a toilet paper roll pocket, and used some of the page, and tore that, and made that. And then I got a journal pen, a flat journaling pen from my good friend Tabitha Haynes, who, since I've mentioned her name, I need to say, without her, I don't know that I could have made this project work. She's a dear, sweet friend of mine, a great inspiration to me, and she really helped me out a lot, inspiring me to get this, to do this, and to reach further. And put a little, it's not little, I guess a doily, but I love this dark brown doily. I got that from Michelle, from Sold by Michelle. This is one of the vellum pages. See how gorgeous that is? Her kit just prints gorgeous. And then coffee dyed an encyclopedia page. That was part of the, I like the way that kind of turned out there. And I guess that's, no, I'm not done. We're still on signature 1. Oh my goodness. This is a big one for me. And more of those little topper, put a little topper on their little tag. Made a little tag with a cluster on it. Fit that down in the pocket. Lace trim there. I loved trim and lace. Put a little page edge on this coffee dyed. Well, it's not coffee dyed. Yeah, it is coffee dyed. Yes, it is. And used some Tim Holtz inks, and just kind of went to town. I just thought with this steampunk, just almost anything goes. It's amazing. I don't know who sent me that money, that euro money, but you know, it went with the project, you know. And just put a little, I don't know, that's not a sentiment, but something. And use some sari silk as a topper. This is some newsprint that my friend Mandy sent me, and I backed this tag with that. Music page on this, I backed that, and some more sari silk. Had fun with sari silk in this journal. And this is a music page that I coffee dyed, and that's what I put the lace pocket on. And then here's the back of that music page, and I put a little book page that I coffee dyed, or somebody coffee dyed. I don't think I did. I think that's some Happy Mail I got. More lace trim on that cute girl. And then here's another hidden paper clip that I made with, you know, using her kit the whole way through. And here's one of those cute little cards that I backed with music page. And then here is a guest check that I made using stamped, and using some of her kit. This circle is, and that oval, and just kind of embellished a guest check. And that's what I did with that. I had a lot of fun with this steampunk. I'm not kidding. Really, anything, like I'd said, anything goes on steampunk almost. I love the back part of that. That I used vellum on this hidden paper clip. And then there's that pretty postcard that she has in her kit. And this is another part of the page from the back side there. Oops, this opens up. I'm trying to tear my book up. And then here's the belly band that I had made a long time ago, actually. And thought it fit real nice. More tags. Here's that frame that was in her kit. And I put a Civil War man in there. And I thought this was his little frame. And backed that with ledger paper. Put a little sentiment down there. And then here's another postcard. I printed several copies of all of the ephemera. So you might see the ephemera or the tags a couple of times, but I tried to put a spin on it each time I did. And then here's the other part of that, other half of that vellum, and the other half of that doily. And then here's one of her, that's a pocket that I, on these pockets, those smaller pockets that were in her kit, I cut off the envelope-y part and just made it a smaller pocket, as opposed to folding those over and using it like it was in the kit. But I like that because it kept it flatter. I mean, Lord knows, if this thing got any fatter, I don't know what I'd do. But I liked this, made a little layered word tag, sort of, with her tag. Put a little piece of lace and a ticket and a number, and I like that little adventure, saying there. And that's a frame that came in her. This is part of her kit too. That came with her kit, that little frame did. And it fits down in there really nice, and some lace trim on that. And here's the other part of that map that I coffee dyed. And then put a little page edge there, and the beautiful lace trim. And then there's a coffee dyed flashcard that I made into a tuck spot. And here's a tag. This is part of those large tags. I backed it with coffee dye and put a little button on there, and just a little collage, and the word excellence, because I'm telling you, this kit brought out excellence in me, that's for sure. If you'd have told me I'd have been making a 3 signature journal even just a couple of months ago, I'd have told you, you're crazy, I'm not doing that. And then there's part of her kit that I made a little page edge there. I love how these little sari silks hang out the top. This is a paper sack that I made a pocket. It's a double pocket. Let me see if I can pick that up and show you. It's a double pocket that I put some of her ephemera in. The little cards that came in the kit. And there's another one back here. This is a double pocket. So you got a pocket here, and you got a pocket here. There. I don't want to tear my paper sack. But I used her kit to embellish and alter that paper sack, and added some keys and a gear. And then it flips up and can be a journaling spot or a journaling page. But I was thinking, I don't know how somebody's going to journal on this. It's going to be awful difficult with it being as fat as it is. But I'm going to tell you what, I love this color of this lace, the way it plays and works with the blues and the teals in this page. And then that's the first signature. We are done with first one. And then here's the trim I put on. Let me get my lighting better. We'll go back there. Yeah. And I love this page with the vintage photos. And then I made a pocket out of the postcard. And then in that, I did another layered tag, sort of. I used a saying that says, "Courage, dear heart." A little bulb pin, some eyelash lace, or trim. And underneath that is a little measure table, a multiplication table. I got that on somewhere, I don't know. And then she has those numbers in her kit that I just love. I had fun with those numbers, no doubt. And put that in that little postcard pocket. And then here's a coffee dyed hymnal page. Loved this page here in her kit. I did some inking on it, some oxide inks. Here's another one of the pockets that came in the kit, and I used the little cards that I backed with either ledger paper or music paper or coffee dye. I just picked an assortment there. I put a little page edge on this coffee dye paper, and I love the way that oxide ink sits on that paper. Here's a encyclopedia page that I coffee dyed. And then I added a, I can't do anything unless I add pink, guys. And somebody sent me this pink doily, so I added it in. And then here is this journal page with this pretty lace and little page edge. I tried to use as much. Here's a vellum page. I tried to use as much of her kit over and over throughout everything. Part of this signature, I put a paper sack that I cut the end off, the bottom part of the sack. I altered the sack using her paper, and then on this side I used sewing pattern paper and decoupaged that on there. It's kind of shiny. Let me come up and see if you can see better, and use part of the pattern there. And inside here I have the tag with the little topper, and I have a little goodie that somebody sent me. I liked it, and I thought I'm going to stick it in here. Somebody sent that to me in a swap. And then on this side, I made a paper sack pocket. I took a small sack and embellished and altered that, folded it up, made a pocket with her cards that I backed. And then this is the sack, the actual sack part, and I stuck some ephemera in there that I just had. I really thought that worked with the kit. And I did all that on this music page that I coffee dyed. I'll get that back in there. Everybody play along. And I loved this coffee dye look on this music page. And here's another coffee dye ledger paper with a page edge from her kit. I just tore it and made a little page edge. And then this is the center. I didn't trim my strings because I hadn't decided if I wanted to put dangles or not. I hadn't committed to that yet. Here's a cluster I made, put on the page. This is a glassine bag, an altered glassine bag that my good friend Tabitha sent me. And thought that went really lovely. Again, a little pop of pink in here. And I put a tag that had a little pop of pink from her kit in there. And again, I love the way that sari silk hangs out the top of the journal. And then here's the other part of the sack. And this is that part that I used the pattern paper and decoupaged that on there. And then on this side, I used that sweet little girl page. And then, let's see, what do we got in here? I got a postcard from the kit. And I have a beautiful, oh my goodness, it's as if my sister knew that my sister made this. It's as if she knew that I was going to be making, because at the time she made this, she didn't know I was going to do a steampunk journal. And she made this for me. And it went perfect in this kit. Thank you, Dana. And here's the other half of that vellum page that it prints so lovely on cardstock, on copy paper, on vellum. I want to try to print on doilies next. This is the larger tag. I just embellished it and added a little sentiment that says wish. And here's the pocket, the large pocket that came with the kit. Made a tuck spot, but used my pattern scissors on that and made a little tuck spot. And then added lace trim. And then here's the other half of that pink doily in that encyclopedia page. Coffee dye with page edge. And here's a little cluster I made using her kit. I just had the best time. I just went to town and just made and made and made. I've been working for quite a while. And I love this card. I love the balloon. My grandson saw this, he saw the bones of this journal before I put the signatures in, and he saw the balloon on the back, and he said, "Nana, what is that?" I said, "Darling, that's a balloon." He goes, "I want to ride." I told him, I said, "Okay." Alright, and here's the other part of that hymnal page that I coffee dyed. And I used some Tim Holtz paper here to make a pocket. I like the way that Tim Holtz plays around with this kit, actually, because I used Tim Holtz paper. This is an extra large tag, and I used a guest check, some lace, some gears, and then used her kit to just, I don't know, make a little fun oversized tag that I used old lace that somebody sent me. I like that vintage lace. And then I put that in that pocket, and that's got a beautiful creamish tan beige lace on it. I love that, the way it sits on this paper. And that's signature 2, and we're on to signature 3. I don't know if I'm supposed to have this much space between my signatures, guys. Y'all tell me. And then this is a layaway ticket or something that I got, I think, from Sold by Michelle, and made a little tuck spot with that. And then here is a time card that I altered and made a pocket at the bottom and put a little pretty girl, little vintage girl on there, some ledger paper and trim and sari silk. And this tag is actually taller than the page, but it's not taller than the journal, so I went ahead and left her in there. And then this is a graph paper that I coffee dyed, and this is the back side of an envelope flip, and I used her kit to alter the envelope, and put a little sentiment and made a little collage, a little, like almost a book plate there. And then you flip that out, and I got, here's that little collage on the envelope. And let's see what I put in here. I've got stuff everywhere. I went through, because I thought when I made this, when I finally got it done, I thought, oh my gosh, it's too big. And I went through and did take out a couple of things, but I honestly I couldn't, my heart wouldn't let me take out too much, because I love every single element of this, the way that this kit, this digital, made this kit. I love this, the way the coffee really came out good on this, on that French dictionary page there. And there's some coffee dye, and use the oxide inks. And then there's a vellum page, and a little map page, and more of the kit with the trim. I put lace trim, and then a pocket, and one of the tags. I didn't embellish this tag. I finally got down here and said, okay, it's getting too thick. And here's a doily. I love this coffee dyed rectangle doily. And this is a piece of Tim Holtz paper that I made a pocket, a side pocket. Pocket goes all the length of the page, and I put a frame of the Civil War man in there, and I got a library card. I don't know, I guess that's a library card. I just inked it, and then that's part of her kit. This, I'm telling you, it really brought out the best in me, I think. I can't be more proud of this kit. I mean, yes, of this kit, but of what came out of this kit. Here's the other half of that cute polka dot paper. This is a fun element here. Let me show you. I made a while back altered popsicle sticks, and I thought, I pulled it out of my stash, and you know what? It works. It has the Civil War man. It has the number. You know, I liked it, and I added it in here. But this, guys, is a cute glassine bag. I got this idea from Karen Villanova to make a paperclip, an altered paperclip from a little tiny glassine bag. And I had the best time making that, and I used the kit to do it. And then I took this tag, added some gears, and had to have my pink in there, guys. You know I like pink. And a little coffee dye in the back. And let me stick my little popsicle stick back down in there. That was one of the things I took out, I put back in, I took out, I put back in, because it's kind of bulky. But I just don't know, I had to keep it. And then on this side is a guest check that some lovely person sent me. And it just works with this theme. And so I tucked it into this side of the paper clip. And then I've got my music page, and with the page edge here. But look at this one. I made a little fabric flip. I'm going to pick this up. I made a little fabric flip out of denim. I love the fact that steampunk allows me the ability to just really go all over the map with things like denim and lace and just burlap and just on and on. And here I embossed. I don't know if you could see that embossing on there. And then I fussy cut some of the kit, some of her elements on the pages, and put it down. And it's like my little hidden spot underneath my fabric flap. And then here's the rest of that cute polka dot sack. And put one of the postcards in there. And then here's a belly band that I made using her paper and some coffee dyed book page. And then I've got some of the tags. I embellished this tag with a skeleton key and her just all kinds of elements that she has. I didn't embellish this one. Just put a sorry silk topper on there. And I keep, you'll see, like I say, you're going to see these elements again and again. I made several copies of the ephemera and just added it, tucked it in all over the place. I liked the fact that I could continue to use it. Now this is a time card. Let me take this out and I'll show you. This is a time card. Well, maybe it's just glued in there. I guess I did that. But I decoupaged a tissue on there and fussy cut a gear that was in her kit. I fussy cut the roses that were on one of the pages, and I stuck a ticket and some ephemera down in there and a cute little mini playing card. Got those from Sold by Michelle. And somebody had given me this little cluster with the wax seal, and I put that on there. And then here's the other part of that coffee dyed rectangle doily. And then here's a pocket on this coffee dye paper. This is a back of this man with the eyeball thingy. I don't know what that is, but it's pretty cool. And then here's more of the cards. And like I said, I like to use my approach to these design team projects is to use the kit over and over and try to really bring out the most of it, that I creatively can. Here's the other part of see how that beautiful that is on that vellum. Oh my gosh, it prints so gorgeous on vellum. And then this is a steampunk tag that a friend made me. And I just couldn't help but use it. And I put it in a hidden paper clip that I made using the kit. And then here's the other half of that paper clip. And I just put who's ever seen a triangle playing card? I thought it fit. And I didn't embellish it any because I thought it looked kind of cool just on its own. And here is some ephemera that I used. And the other part of that French dictionary coffee dye. And some more coffee dye ledger or graph paper. And a little cluster I made using her kit. Lace and just all kinds of elements of that cluster there. Here's the other steampunk tag that my friend Cheryl Wessel made that for me. Thank you, Cheryl. And it has charms and everything. And it fit really nice in this tuck spot pocket with the lace trim. And that is the end of signature 3. And then I made a little flip spot here. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. It was late. I guess it was midnight or later. And I was putting this together, this part of the journal. And this was supposed to be a flip pocket, a pocket flip. But guess what Stacy did? I glued the whole thing down. But I put this pretty doily on it, decorated it, and put a little altered paper clip. I just put some sorry silk on a paper clip and called it altered. And here's one of those frames with a sweet little girl in there. And a little coffee dye graph paper. And I put that on there. And then this is the other part of that little flip. I'm really upset with myself about this not being a pocket. But it is what it is, and that's what I did. And I'm going to figure out if I want to add dangles or not. If not, then I'm going to cut these trims, this wax thread stuff. I put a sari silk. I loved this color of sari silk. It's green and gold. And it's got the ruffled, the rough edges to it. I liked that. And that's how I'm closing this little monster up. And then let's do that. Let me show you. I'm telling you. It takes almost 2 people to close this thing, it seems like. They call these things, I think, gator mouths. I think this thing is a whale mouth. Not just a gator, but a whale. But here we are. I am just super thrilled. Thank you, Nathalie. Thank you for the opportunity to work with your kit. I am honored. And I hope I did your kit justice. I hope you like this. I hope you guys like it. Please tell me in the comments. If you are not a subscriber to Stacy's Crafty Jam, I would be thrilled and honored to have you hit subscribe. Hit like, please. Tell me if you like this. See how that sari silk dances out there? Look at that. I love how it hangs off the ends. The way the lace trims hang out. And just the whole thing just works. For my first junk journal, true made from scratch junk journal, I'm okay with this. I'm gonna say I'm okay with this. I learned a lot, guys. Steampunk, I'm gonna tell you, is fun. This kit is amazing. I mean, amazing. You'll see how big it is, guys. Hit the link, go to line.arrow, check out her kits. She's got so many. I am telling you, I want to work with my Cherie. I want to work with, I can't remember all the names. I've bought several of them. But the Ma Cherie is gorgeous. But this Vintage Steampunk, go get you that and go to town, go to work. Send me, PM me and show me what you do. I can't be more thrilled to see your guys' work. God is so good to me to give me this opportunity. Thank you. And thank you, Nathalie. Thank you, Tabitha, for all of your help. You were a big help for me and pushed me, to be more. And I thank you for that. And just more than anything, I thank Jesus for just helping me and getting me through every day, because he took the wheel on this project and really made this work for me. Guys, I am going to end this. I'm going to see you guys in the next video. I can't wait. And I love you guys. You are so supportive and so wonderful to me. Thank you. See you in the next video.